I am not gonna lie. That is the first time I ever did that. I actually remembered the fitting, and I put it on backwards. So you might be wondering, why are we working on brake lines? Well, she's done. And no, that is not the Pro-Charged Mustang GT. This is one of the next projects, the 88LX. Will it run? We'll see. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Exciting day, new project. We're going to get to that in a second. As far as old projects go, the Bel Air, the only thing that she needs now is the blower motor for the heat. I figured I had the heater core out because I had a leak. It was the last thing for me to do, so we're going to be jumping on this. We're going to be finishing that up. Next up, we got the little 350Z. Now, nothing's wrong with her. The only thing that she needs is some belts. When you start her up, she sounds like an over-dramatic porn star. There's just all sorts of screaming, squealing, all sorts of shit. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, that gets real annoying real quick. My son was kind enough to destroy his front carbon fiber lip by going off-roading with the Cadillac. So we're going to be replacing that today because I need practice with that. The Jeep, nobody uses her. We are going to be bringing that up, bleeding the brakes, just going through some general maintenance, and we're going to probably be putting her up for sale. We're going to talk about that in a second. As you can see, I am missing a motorhome here. That one's not mine. Mine's gone. We're going to get back to that. Don't worry about that. It is car show season here on the Jersey Shore, so I'm going to be cleaning the Jeep also. But we're here to talk about this. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Scott, you've had the same blue Mustang parked in the same spot for the last year and a half. However, that was that Mustang back there. This is a 1988 Mustang LX 5.0. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is my favorite kind of project. By that, I mean one that's not mine. Which means I'm going to get to play with the car and it's not going to cost me any money. So she's got 89,000 miles on her. Brand new tires all the way around. The body's all there. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have, you know, dings, dents, crap like that. Nothing major. A little bit of rot here and there. We can just chop that out and replace it. At one point, pretty sure the hood came up. Luckily, didn't take out the windshield. Who knows? Maybe it did. You can see exactly where it hit. And show you the best part. Runs phenomenal. I mean, she is snappy. Just listen to her. Now, she does have about 5 problems that we ran into. I'll show you. There's the first problem. Yeah. Second problem. Third problem. Now, fourth gear works, but fifth in reverse. You know what? We never tried reverse. Oh no, it doesn't even go into reverse. Yeah, so she's got some issues. All right, so what have we done so far to her? Really not much. We got the car, needed a door handle. That's all fixed. Emergency brake, that was broken. That's all fixed now. Glove box, this was locked and there's no lock in here, but as you can see, it's working now. Went through, fuel door works, trunk release works. Oh, just gave her a little clean. She's not bad. We had a strut rod in the back that was broken. We welded that. Pretty much the biggest problem we had was, and you're not going to be able to see under here right now, we had to redo the entire rear brake system. Basically from the flex hose out was all garbage. So she didn't have brakes. Now, once we bleed them, we're good. So, to basically solve our problems, we have this nice, I think it was rebuilt, T5 transmission here. 500 bucks on Marketplace. That is going in a couple days. For the most part, this has got to get fixed today, so this can go down into the lower garage. And this can come in here and go on jack stands. So, next thing we're going to do, since we are going to be working under this quite a bit, now I've already been under the car, I know how greasy it is, we're going to power wash under the car. And this is how I power wash underneath the car. Now I have here basically just like a floor scrubber for concrete. Threw some wheels on it. So we're just going to throw this thing upside down. And we're going to go back and forth under the car like that. Will it work? I don't know. Just put these wheels on last night, but we're about to find out. Not sure if you're curious or not, but that was the main reason why we grabbed it. And yeah, we didn't pay $1,500 either. Truth be told, we're into this thing for $11.96. Really $1,200, but he left $4 in the center console, so calling that a win. Let's get back to washing. All right, I don't know what's about to happen, but definitely something. I actually think it's working. So I'm gonna throw some music on, because I bought the mobile DJ station out here, and we're gonna get this going. She does not look too bad wet. Of course it's gonna look like shit when it dries up, but that's all right. I am so looking forward to this car. We're gonna beat this thing like a used Kia with a salvage title. Hindsight though, probably should have changed the belts in the Z first before I got the driveway wet, but whatever. It's like 90 here on the Jersey Shore, so let's jump off of this and see where we end up. All right, next up is the blower fan motor for the 55. So we're pretty much done with Scrappy for today. We're not going to go any further with her, although some parts did just come in. So since I did just do the entire East Coast rebuild here on the fan assembly, let's get her all together. The heater core lines are hooked up. We're all done underneath. So let's give her a shot. I mean, this shouldn't be exciting. So here with my secret button, way down in there. Oh yeah. We're good. Now, as you can see, I have totally no controls for the heat, but I can manually adjust this for the vent or for the defroster, which is what I mostly need, so we're good to go. Next up, I think we're gonna do the Caddy next. That's nice and clean. Here's a little public service announcement. When the GPS sends you down a dirt road, don't take it. Especially if you're in a Cadillac. So yeah, I'm gonna get the kid, he's gonna change this. I'm really happy I spent the extra money to get a Cadillac specific front chin splitter, and that I didn't have to cut it 6 times. But it's done. Moving on. Alright, didn't record this because it's literally just a 12 and a 14 mil, and it's very, very simple. There's the old belts. So, here's a moment of truth. Oh, that's a win. I probably should have did that about 3 years ago. As you can see, we have the Jeep up here, and we are getting this in tip-top shape for the summer. Has a couple problems. Problem number one, it only does about 50 miles an hour. From everything I read, pretty sure it's got a clogged catalytic converter. I wouldn't call that a problem, but I have no clue why that's like that. It's very, very possible that it's all cracked. I'm going to pull that off, but the bigger problem is I just went to bleed the rear brakes, and obviously everything broke. There's the bleeder valve for the one cylinder. There's the other bleeder valve. This crusty ass line broke. Just put a new line. I'm going to go throw this on and run to the auto parts store, and guess we're going to be pulling the rear tires off of that. Oh, and one other problem. I don't think the four-wheel drive works, so we're going to look at that. I am a drum brake dummy, so I do not see this being a very good time. But if I record it, I should be able to put it back together. So let me start the struggle. Alright, so obviously the easiest thing for me to do would just be put the wheel cylinder in, but yeah, these aren't that great. So if I don't replace them now, I'm just going to be replacing them very, very shortly. So I'm going to record this mostly so I know how this goes. So this spring obviously goes on the left hand side with the little tensioner. Other spring goes on the right. The spreader bar, the spring goes to my right hand side. The clips are the clips, they're easy. Just a matter of me figuring out how all this goes down here. And then I have one spring that runs across. So let me see. I think this should just pop right out of here, if I remember correctly. Yep. All right. And then I'll just kind of lay these all down in order. And I don't know what this big old spring is, but we'll figure it all out, man. We'll figure it all out. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad I got new pads for this, because this is like paper. I don't get this at all. Yeah, these are shot. Probably not good to play with. Alright, so like an idiot, I took this apart. I gave it the quick Scott Moss rebuild with the wire wheel, but I never did this side. So I got the brakes all together and had to heat this up with a torch just to break this loose, because this is supposed to spin also, as you can see. So I had it on there, I'm trying to spin it, nothing's happening, and yeah, good times. Unfortunately, I never tried spinning the other side, so I want to be back over there taking it apart again. Do it right or do it twice. Yep, that thing is frozen solid. Whoa! There we go. Okay guys, we're back the next day, and I know I've been jumping around a lot this video, but we are back on the Fox body. So yeah, the Jeep brakes, after I bled them and everything, they were not working at all because I couldn't even get any fluid out. Pretty sure I got one of these that's dead. Now, I don't know what this is from. I had it laying around. We're going to try to fabricate that on there next time. But I definitely know that it's not my bleeder tool, because I use this hydraulic freight bleeder tool, and it did fine on the Mustang. So these are bled. Next thing up is the transmission. I don't see this being that bad. I mean, really, you only have like 4 bolts here. 2 for the shifter and then 2 for the tranny mount. I know we should do the clutch. That's a whole nother story. Clutch felt good. Hey, if we gotta take it out, I'm just gonna chalk that up to experience. So yeah, we're ready to go. So next video you see, hopefully, this thing will be on the ground. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share and comment and all that stuff that the successful YouTubers tell you to do. And get off the couch and get in the garage. 225 horsepower of fury. For the first time in a year and a half, there is no Mustang here in the upper driveway. And first time in a year, there's no 55 in the garage. But we're going to circle back to that